Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Trainsper Network. Enjoy the trains, West Intro.
Look at that! Aha! Welcome back, 400! Welcome back! Good morning, everybody. Look what we got. Canadian National 54. Oh, the jump scare train's back. So it looks like, yep, they are dropping off some cars and they'll be heading back for Powers. Over to the crossing again, folks. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there they are. We are at one of our traditional crossings on, I believe I'm saying this right, Dill Road. Dill Drive. But, yeah. I already missed the ELS this morning, folks. I saw ELS 501 and ELS 400 firing up this morning. They're heading north to Segoa, it looked like. So regardless, there'll be a train that way. Huh. There they are, folks. So they might be, I know they're drawing the gondolas off, and I'm not sure if the tankers are staying or if they're going by chance. That's something I'm not sure about. So that's the thing I'm intrigued about, folks. Are they taking those tankers with them? Or are they leaving them here? I think they're leaving them for the next ELS southbound train to Cribbet. Which they might be. I don't think they're moving. It doesn't look like it. But yeah, we're at Dill Drive, and well, we got another one. My goodness. Another train on the board. Keeping up some good runs and good luck on the board. And first train on the board for the month of November. But yeah, you're never gonna go wrong with this crossing, because especially that curve. If there was a better spot, I would love to film around that curve. That'd be fun. Well, yeah, we'll wait on this train. Should not be too long, ladies and gentlemen, I would imagine, because this is a relatively short job. All they gotta do is they're just dropping off those the gondolas, and it looks like a 2-bay hopper, which is not they normally take. They drop off here. They normally don't drop off 2-bay hoppers in Pembine. I've never seen that. It's always gondolas. Recently, the center beams and the propane tanker cars. But I don't think I've ever seen them drop off. Let me check my finger over there. Sorry. Those 2-bay hoppers from the Kemmel mine, I think those are from, folks. So that's a first. I guess maybe the ELS need one? I'm also unsure, folks. Alright, so I'm gonna wait until this train gets closer to us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got movement. So it looks like they're taking the tanker cars with them for this trip. So you're seeing it right now. I hope this looks good for you guys. I'm trying out something here. I'm using the back of a truck here. There's a little spot I can put my camera holder in. Put my camera stand in. So we're gonna give you 2 shots for 1. Actually, it turns out it looks really good from this point of view. Ding, 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 ding. So there are all the tankers, though. Leaving that center beam, folks, that you guys saw at the beginning part of the video there. I get some pictures while we're doing this, folks, for some thumbnails. So now they're gonna read to the switch, back up that train, folks. You can see behind there, you got the two bay, the hoppers they've got with them, two bay ones for the Camel Mine. They're gonna hook that up to that. Not only that, the car also at the front of all tankers, because they have a buffer car for propane, ladies and gentlemen, if you did not know that. So all of these dropped off here, ladies and gentlemen, will be those gondolas you see right in the front. You can see it from where I'm looking at. You guys can, if you want to. There you guys go. Oh, did you see that? Got my Panasonic camera out today, doing some photography also with it. I will set up another shot here, folks, because I'm gonna set you guys up, and then I'll go over on the other side of the tracks, catch them on both. Well, they have on both ends of the crossing. So now you're seeing it, folks, from here. They are backing up the train to put those tankers with their train they're going to take back to Powers. So they're going to have at least a decent sized train heading back to Powers, which in Canadian asset terms, how long would this train be for Pembine subdivision? Decent sized train. Again, I know you guys have been telling me I need to take a look at the what is it? Oshkosh, Fond du Lac, Appleton. I got to go. Canadian National run those tracks because they hold monster trains on that track compared to what I get to see here in Pembine, Wisconsin, ladies and gentlemen. Which, if I ever get down to Oshkosh anytime soon, I'll try to get some action for that, because you guys have been telling me that there are some long trains there to see. But for now, you guys gotta get what I'm used to, the Pembine subdivision. So I'm a bit shaky here, folks, a little bit. I'm using legitly my truck to make sure it's in a stable position. So now they're gonna do is most likely give themselves enough room. They backed it up so they can then pull. Yeah, I'm good. Photographer. And people here in Pembine ask, I'm alright. I'm just a photographer, so a YouTuber, so I'm just catching what I like to do. So yeah. So now what they're going to do, folks, is they'll pull this train back forward, and those two cars that are on the front of this train, which are for, I would guess most likely Ultramel and Kingsford, those will get dropped off here for the next northbound train on the Escanaba and Lake Superior Railroad to take. Which already there's been a train north this morning of ELS 501 and ELS 400. You guys also might recognize the engine in this video. If you guys have not seen the number yet, this is a engine that may know on this channel a little too much, aka the jump scare train. If you guys do not remember that, back in 2020, for our followers that have been recently joining us, back in 2020 when I caught the Canadian National, I think it was this exact locomotive, and ELS 501 was on the Canadian on these Canadian National tracks, like behind me. I got jump scared by this locomotive because this horn, I swear, is possessed. So yeah, let's get on the camera here nicely. I have a 3-man crew on this train, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if CN does the 3-man crews. I know ELS, I think we're still 2-man crew for trains, maybe 3. I don't remember again. But you know, at least we're still seeing good-sized trains here on the. I would imagine this winter, folks, we'll see longer trains on the Canadian National Pembine subdivision because they'll be going to the Pembine. They'll be dropping off more center beams, more gondolas, and I'd say a lot more tankers, folks. I think so these trains will get longer here on this the Pembine subdivision here this winter, I'd say. So hopefully we'll see some more of those because I bet you we'll have, I'd say, about 20 to 30 car trains maybe that we're pulling on these tracks. And like, I ain't joking on that, folks. This winter might be a busier winter for this subdivision than last winter was, because last winter we had pretty often tankers were dropped off here, but I think now with them also dropping off center beams here, it's just gonna get busier here. So it looks like there are, hopefully not too long here, ladies and gentlemen. We've been here for a good amount already because I haven't filmed what they've not been doing, folks. I've been filming for you guys what they've been doing. It took a couple of minutes for them to get to where they are now. I'm guessing they're releasing the brakes, I'm gonna guess, because I guess they were tightened up, so they had to do all the brake stuff, so they could get this. So it makes it easier for them to actually move those cars, and not you're in like you're in the screeching of the brakes. But yeah, so probably won't be much more to do, folks, here. Yeah, how about this, folks, for a Tuesday, I think we're in the afternoon officially now, folks. So Tuesday afternoon here in Pembine, Wisconsin. With Canadian National 5405. This is interesting here. I think they're pulling forward here, folks. Yep, now they're gonna, folks, do is, as I was telling you, the gondolas are getting dropped off now. So they just gotta pull forward a little bit so they can hit the switch, back up onto there. I want to back up far because only got 2 cars. She's gotta drop them. The engine will come back on the main line. They'll hook up with this train, and this train will be heading back to Powers, Michigan. Hope everyone's enjoying this video. If you are enjoying this, please hit the like and subscribe, and comment below, guys. Comment below if you got just comment below if you're interested about it. If you have anything you want to say, I was trying to respond to as many of the comments as I can here, folks. And share this video out, folks. If you have friends that you know like trains, share it out to them. We're trying to grow this the community here on YouTube up to our goal for the end of this year, which is going to be, we're going to need to get some subs here going, folks. I had a goal of 1,500 subs by the end of the year. We are at currently, I think we're at 1,180, I think 1,138 subs currently. So hit the sub, guys, and join along with us as we catch Canadian National and the Escanaba Lake Superior Railroad. And along with giving you guys some awesome shorts like our the Halloween one that I really loved how that turned out, folks. My I guess my spooky voice, I guess it was pretty good. Yeah, now they are dropping off. They have gone back onto that side track and they are gonna disconnect those cars. They will then re-pull forward, hit the switch back to the main line, and make this job easy as heck, folks. This is gonna be a long video here, folks, because along with it, I'm gonna do another camera angle. So I'll set up over on another spot of the tracks here, folks. This is what I love about catch trains, folks. You never know what you're going to expect every day, folks, what they could be pulling. This train could have pulled center beams in today, could have pulled in more tankers, could have taken more gondolas, or could just brought in one thing. They brought 2 cars here, folks, so. And they're picking up about 8 tankers, so. You never know what you're going to catch on the Canadian National, what they could be bringing or dropping off. But the ELS, you never know what you're going to catch, folks. I always say it as. You could catch ELS 400, catch 501, 502. Hopefully 1221 back up soon. I know they've been working on 1221. I know 503 has been brought into Channing, folks, because it's new. It's due for a brand new wheel set, I think it sounds like. So that's why it has not been running, folks. If everybody's interested about knowing why they have not moved out, why I haven't seen 503 recently, that's why. On the curb again. I hear a bell, folks. Here it comes again. And those out there, you can see, folks, on the track on your left, you can see the gondolas. Get my other camera ready to rock and roll here because I think we are very shortly. What's going on? Oh! And some NFL news, folks. The Colts just traded for Jets cornerback Sauce Gardner. I love how we are catching a trade next to NFL news. How about that, folks? Sauce Gardner's Indianapolis Colts. That's an interesting one, folks. I kind of thought Jets were making some trades. Just didn't think they were going to get rid of Sauce Gardner. That's a big shock, folks. But yeah, trade deadline day. Hopefully my Packers make a couple moves because, well, right now, I don't know with this team. Alright, let's jump. Let me try to adjust up here. I'll adjust this back to half zoom here in a minute, folks, and I will set up the spot I was going to do. You guys will get this angle you guys been getting for the video, and I'm going to go and get it on another angle. Yeah, how about this, folks? So it won't be long here, folks. They'll be rolling south towards heading. What is it? I think it's east, actually, because what I think westbound is for Rhinelander, folks. Eastbound is going back to Powers. Sorry, I get these directions here because I don't catch Canadian National. Remember what directions each. You think I would, but sometimes I absolutely forget things. Sorry about the little bit of shaking, folks. Just truck is on, trying to keep it nice and toasty. So if it is shaking a little bit, my apologies. This is the best I can that I'm working with, because I want to try doing 2 camera angles for today, folks. Actually trying to be this will be a little longer video, folks. Oh, by the way, folks, more details that Sauce Gardner trade from legitimately as we are live catch a train. 2 first-round picks the Jets will be getting with this trade for cornerback Sauce Gardner. That's big for the Indianapolis Colts here, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully your team has a good trade deadline if you need to get players that can help you. Should know when they leave here, folks, because they normally would activate the bell right here. Saints trade one of their wide receivers to the Seattle Seahawks. Huh. Man, trades are going out today, folks. Trade deadline is busy today. Shouldn't be too long here, folks. I'd say we'll be seeing this trade head into powers. This could be a long one, folks. I think we're already past 20 minutes for this one. Dang. I'd say, folks, they are heading for us. I'm going to readjust the zoom. Here you go, folks. Here are those tankers, folks, I was discussing. And they'll be yeah, my goodness. Oh, here comes one of the tanker, folks, that looks really rusty. Look at this one, folks. Right here. Go. Have a good one, folks.